per game against each other in the postseason. Patrick Mahomes at 337, Josh Allen at 343.3. Both of them have a total of 9 touchdowns. Only Josh Allen has 1 turnover. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, 35.7 points per game for the Chiefs, 28 points per game for the Bills. The Chiefs allowed 28 points. The Buffalo Bills allowed 35.7 points.
Yeah.
There you go.
Defense.
It's what it is.
100%. You think of the last two, I mean, Chris Jones lit it up, right? He makes plays when it matters. He does. When you think about Josh Allen has walked off the field feeling like he's done all he can do to win the game. This is not going. I tell people all the time, I don't think this game is decided by the quarterback because they're going to cross you because they're both so good. Ultimately, it's going to happen. Is it Pacheco? Is it Hunt? Is it James Cook? Is it the offensive line for Buffalo? Is it a defensive line for the Chiefs? Other characters in this story are truly going to develop who wins and loses this game. Mahomes isn't going to fail. Josh Allen isn't going to fail. These guys are going to play to the level that they play, and we expect them to play to. Those other guys got to play.
What I will say is this. We have to be fair to use his words. We've held Lamar Jackson accountable for quite some time. Even going into the game, we said it was more pressure on him than it is on Josh Allen. Now that he's home, you're looking at Josh Allen. Wait a minute now. You're stud your damn self. 3 games against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and you haven't won one playoff game.
Sure.
This is so in other words, I'm saying we assume he's going to perform. Yeah. But what we need to say is you had better perform. Yeah. This is on him. Yeah. You got to show up.
Oh, legacy.
In other words, don't let it be you.
Yeah.
You got to show up and do what we're accustomed to seeing you do. Let it be on the Bills' defense. You got to show up, Josh Allen.
Yeah, from the quarterback angle, obviously Mahomes owns him 3-0, right? 4th meeting.
But he's played well in the game.
Played well in the game.
Yes.
But how much pressure do you feel like Mad Dog is on Mahomes? On Allen Sunday.
I disagree with Steve. I think the pressure's on Buffalo. I think they need to win the game. I think the pressure's on McDermott. McDermott can't screw this game up.
Really?
He screwed it up 3 years ago with that stupid kickoff in the last 13 seconds. Yep. They didn't rush Mahomes. He had all day he did a terrible job, and that was on him.
Yeah.
I thought myself that on Sunday they were very conservative in the second half.
For sure.
I mean, he threw for 125 yards. That's it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear about the field because Lamar went right down the field at the end, throwing the ball all over the place.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear about the field. He played that game. He played the clock instead of playing the opponent.
He did.
And he almost lost.
Well, but
he almost lost.
Well, he didn't almost. They almost tied.
Well,
but Buffalo was going to have the ball with about.
But how about if Andrews doesn't fumble at midfield at 24-19? He would have been behind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all of that. There's always those kind of plays, right? But what I'm saying is they couldn't have won the game. So if you're McDermott, he's playing. Even if they tie, you get the ball last.
Okay.
With Josh Allen.
I agree. They probably stood. You're right.
Yeah.
But at 21-10 at halftime, they got the ball first in the third quarter, and I thought he played. You know what? Let's not go crazy.
Yeah.
Let's run the ball.
Don't turn it over.
And you got Josh Allen sitting there.
Yeah.
That guy, you can't do that this week.
No, I agree.
You can't do that this week.
You can't play in the shell.
I think McDermott, I disagree with Stevie. I think McDermott and the city, they got to win this game.
Well, the city can't win the damn game for you.
You get
the city can't win the game. The franchise got to win the game, but again,
go ahead. Josh Allen's got the pressure.
No question.
No question
about it. He got to show up.
When is he shown that he doesn't show up against Mahomes? He always shows up against Mahomes.
It can't be. We can't sit there Monday morning and say he did it.
Right.
That's the point.
What makes you think he won't?
We're not saying that.
We're not saying that. I'm just saying he has to.
To Stephen A's point, it can't be about him, right? He has to cancel out the Mahomes factor. You're Josh Allen. You're an MVP second, first, whatever it is. It's got to be on him because when you think about how you measure Mahomes, you measure Brady, you measure Manning, you measure the greats by what they do against Brady and Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, right? Like head-to-head playoff game, Manning's got 3, Brady's got 2. Manning wouldn't even be in a conversation of the greatest ever because of how many Brady had won. Mahomes has such a head start. Allen's got to get this done. If he wants to get in that conversation with the greatest ever and compete with Mahomes,
this is the thing that drives me crazy. You're right. This is the thing that drives me crazy. We cover sports, right? And there's your position. It's personal to you. You could be a linebacker. If somebody's talking about a linebacker that's better than you and you believe you're great, you're extra incentivized to go out there and perform. You can be a center.
Absolutely.
If they're talking about another center for another team that he does this job, he's phenomenal. Well, you playing center, you're like, what the hell am I, chopped liver?
Right.
At some point in time, Patrick Mahomes is owning everybody.
Yeah.
7 years as a starter, 7 straight AFC title game appearances, 4 Super Bowls, 3 championships. At some point in time, do you sit there and go like this? Well, man, I'm sick and tired of him beating everybody. If you're Josh Allen, if you're the Lamar Jacksons of the world, especially, and you know everybody's saying you're knocking on the door, you got to take that personally. And I'm saying Josh Allen, it's like, I got to go out there, and my goal is I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure, it ain't me.
That's right.
That dude across the field, I'm going to make sure I do what I need to do. Now, I can't play defense, but I'll be damned if I can't play offense, and I'm going to make sure I do my job. You got to do that.
He needs to have at least
the same
thing where they walked off the field with the lead, and then the defense gave it up. Because then, Allen, what else can you do if you're Josh Allen? You played as good as you could play, right?
I understand your point.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the math. You're McDermott. You coach. You were a head coach. Not very successful, but you were a head coach.
Oh, my God.
What is wrong with you?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying
you're the head coach.
Have they gotten much better?
You're the head coach.
I'm just going to say.
No, they haven't. The coach of the
Let's at least be fair.
We need them.
Let's be fair.
Okay. You're McDermott.
He didn't have one of these quarterbacks. Go ahead.
He sure didn't. It was Sam Ellinger. That wasn't the answer. I'll give you 27 points right now if you're McDermott. Would you take it?
Heck yeah.
You take 27?
Heck yeah.
You wouldn't take 30?
I'd take 30. I'd take as many.
No, I'm not giving you that.
I'll take
I'm telling you right now. Here it is, Sean. 27 points.
This is betting in him.
27 points.
That's what
You're
he's
going to take 27?
Such a degenerate.
I was getting ready to say, he's a degenerate.
Would you take 27?
27
You're McDermott.
what? 27 what?
I'll give you 27 points. See if you win the game. Would you take it or you want more? You want 30?
I need more.
Really? You want more than 27?
I need more. Even with this Chiefs offense, I don't trust that Buffalo goes out there and scores 27 and it's enough.
Wow.
I think the Chiefs find a way to make things happen at Arrowhead when they need to.
I agree with that.
And I just think that in a game like this, if you are the Buffalo Bills, you got to score 30.
You want the 30?
I want 30.
I think the number is right around
30.
there.
Yeah.
I think it's right around 27 to 30. And again, this is for me now. You agree with me. McDermott, the best player on your team is Josh Allen.
Ain't no doubt.
You got to let him win the game.
Ain't no doubt.
I don't want to handle. I mean, you got to lead it to half.
And you know what,
make plays.
And why Doggie's point is so pertinent as well. I don't like the fact that you acquired Amari Cooper in the midseason and you got a veteran because you got Keon Coleman, and Shakur and all of these guys. But I don't like that you get Amari Cooper and in a playoff game of that magnitude, he's targeted once.
Yeah, he never got the
receptions.
Ball. Yeah.
That's not going to get it done against the Chiefs. That's not going to get it done against the Chiefs.
Now, listen, I completely agree with Cooper what you want, but their game plan, and this does speak to what Doggie's saying, they shrunk that thing down. And, I mean, he threw for, 120 yards, some crazy enough.
125 yards.
They were not going to throw the ball. They were steadfast in going, hey, we're going to let Cooks, we're going to run the ball. If it is, it's going to be a low percentage throw, like a check. Josh Allen became a check down